Peace, love, and health. Johnny Gonzalez, aka Upside Down Consciousness, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Here reading today, The Mucus's Diet Healing System by Professor Arnold Ehret. We are on Lesson 2, Latent, Acute, and Chronic Diseases, no longer a mystery. Whew. The first lesson has now given you an insight as to what disease actually is. In addition to mucus and its toxemias in the system, there are other foreign matters such as uric acid, toxins, etc., and especially drugs, if ever used. I learned through years of practical experience that drugs are never eliminated, as is the waste from foods, but are stored up in the body for decades. Hundreds of cases have come under my observation where drugs taken 10, 20, 30, and even 40 years ago were expelled together with mucus through this perfect healing system. This is a fact of basic importance, especially for the practitioner. When these chemical poisons, after being dissolved, are taken back into circulation for elimination through the kidneys, the nerves and heart are affected, causing extreme nervousness, dizziness, and excessive heartbeats, as well as other strange sensations. The uninformed stands before a mystery and probably calls the family doctor, who now diagnoses the condition as heart disease and blames the lack of food instead of the drugs he prescribed 10 years ago. The average normal man or woman considered healthy has a chronic stored up accumulation of waste food, poisons, and drugs. This is his or her latent disease. When these latent disease matters are occasionally stirred up, for instance by a cold, a person expels great quantities of mucus and feels unhappy instead of enjoying nature's cleansing process. If the quantity of loosened mucus is great enough to more or less shock the entire system, but still not dangerous, it may be diagnosed as influenza. If the eliminating work of nature digs deeper into the system, especially into the important organs, the lungs, so much mucus and poisons are loosened at once that the circulation has to work under great friction, similar to a dirty machine, or, for example, an automobile running with its brakes set. The friction produces an abnormal heat, which is called fever. The doctor call it pneumonia, which is really a feverish effort on nature's part to free the most vital organs from its waste. If the kidneys are called upon to eliminate this loosened mucus, thereby shocking this organ, it is called nephritism. Nephritis. In other words, whenever nature endeavors to save a human life through her efforts to feverishly eliminate mucus and its toxic products, it is called acute disease. The medical profession has over 4,000 names for different ailments. The particular or special name of the disease is made up according to the respective local place of elimination, or to the congested point where the bloodstream finds a difficult passage and causes pain, such as pains in the joints, as in cases of rheumatism. For ages, this well-meaning effort and intended self-healing work of nature has been misunderstood and suppressed through the agency of drugs and the continuance of eating, despite the warning danger signals of pain and loss of appetite. Notwithstanding the help of the doctors, a help in fact injurious and dangerous to the patient's life, their vitality and especially their eliminating abilities are lowered, and nature proceeds slowly. Under this handicap, nature cannot work as efficiently, requiring more time, and the case is called chronic. The word chronic is derived from the Greek words chronos, meaning time. You will be taught more about this mystery in lessons 3 and 4. So, key points. I learned through years of practical experience. Okay, so he's emphasizing that he's had practical experience with hundreds of cases. And working with people that have come to him, that he's examined and he's looked after, in order to help assist them with their process of healing and working through the transition diet. This is a great awareness for the practitioner, because when you start to become your own practitioner for your own health, you're going to find out real quick that you're going to experience a lot of detox symptoms, a lot of issues and occurrences that you may not know what's happening, because we're programmed to interpret these check engine lights, these warning signals that occur in our bodies, as a form of sickness. And because of that, we have to remove medical error, as was brought out in chapter 1, in order for us to be successful with this program. So the idea here is to understand what's happening in the body. This is why the emphasis on learning how the body works, what are its functions, what are the organs' responsibilities, and also know and download that you're going to have to go through a cleansing process to become healthier. And that is difficult for most, but it's critical, it's pivotal, it's a part of this. And sometimes that's scary. So as we continue to explore this book, we're going to get confidence. We're going to be able to recognize things before they happen. And that's the point and emphasis of going through this book, for you, the reader or listener, to be prepared and overcome whatever condition you're dealing with, even if it's not a condition that is dramatic and you just want to become healthier. This is the book for you. I call it my health Bible, and you will see and understand why. Until next time, peace, love, and health.